this is just a quick little video I wanted to put on here to tell you guys, be careful when you're ordering stuff online. Okay, I'll tell you what's happened to me. So I told you guys I had that pedal board video coming, and totally did. Got a temporary pedal board going. I'll throw a picture up. While I'm waiting for my custom one, and I ordered a Joyo PXL8 programmable switcher. You know, Joyo makes pretty decent stuff. I've used plenty of it, so I figured, hey, I'm gonna grab that. It's gonna help me, control my pedal board. So I ordered it, as well as a Behringer volume pedal off of eBay. The volume pedal was coming from Sweetwater, and the Joyo switcher was coming from somewhere in La Puente, California. Because when I order something off of eBay, I always click the US only, just for matters of shipping, to make sure that it's going to get here, in time. And if I have to send it back, God forbid, that happens fast too. So what happened to me was, I got my pedal switcher, loop switcher, if you will, and I got my volume pedal, both of which did not work properly. The volume pedal came from Sweetwater. I contacted them. They were like, hey, we're going to send you a return label. You send that right back to us as soon as it's scanned in. We're going to get ours out right to you, a replacement. I was like, cool. A little bit of an inconvenience, but these things happen. The Joyo switcher was having some issues as well. So I went to contact that seller. And here's where things happen. If you've ever dealt with eBay, which I'm sure most of you have, there's a lot of different rules. They have a certain amount of time if you have an issue with your product or what have you. And I'm alright with that, though a bit grumpy about it. It's like, alright, that's how that works. Then I look on the seller's page, which I, by all rights, probably should have done first, but I clicked on the US only, so that was it. I look on the seller's page, and their address is China. And I'm like, okay, now if I wanted to buy the thing from China, I could have. It would have been cheaper, and it also would have taken probably 3-4 weeks longer, which is why I pick US sellers anyway. I contact eBay, and after some back and forth with some of their cats on the phone, come to find out that the address they have for this seller was England. So that was when I decided I was going to have issue and say, hey, listen, you guys are allowing people to sell stuff on here with a US address, but then when it comes time, because you got something that didn't work, to send it back, you either have to send it back to England, which can take, for me on the East Coast, upwards to 2.5 weeks, or Asia, and that can be months. I mean, heck, sometimes you can just not even get it or get it there. So that was the issue. eBay did refund my money, which was great, and I decided to go with a pedal switcher from Buzz Electronics, actually in the UK. In the UK this time, but this time I'm aware of it. I decided to go with a loop switcher from them, and I've been in contact with them about it. It looks like it's going to be pretty wicked. But yeah, just be careful when you're ordering stuff. You gotta. I order most of my stuff online. You know what I mean? It's the easiest thing for me to do. I know enough about my gear for the most part to where if there's a little thing wrong, I can eat it and just fix it myself. But and it's not to say that I have an issue with Joyo. I have other Joyo pedals, and I think they're great, actually. But sometimes things just don't work. Sometimes things slip by on quality control. At the factory, it happens all the time. I've worked in music stores, and I can tell you that it's a common occurrence to get something that you got to go, hey, this is no good. I got to give it back. And that wasn't what bothered me. What bothered me was the misrepresentation of address and shipping terms, and that was a problem. So that's all this video is for, just to, complain a little bit. I wanted to show off, since I can't have my pedals going through the looper right now, I'm playing actually directly into my Bugera V55, and I don't know that you guys have gotten a lot of straight up tones, so whatever. you've ever heard any dirt off of this amp on any of my videos, so let's do something about that. That's all. Again, when you guys are ordering stuff online, get all the info you can about the sellers. You know, us that pay a lot of attention to YouTube and forums and stuff like that, we tend to get an overabundance of information and then almost disregard the need for it because we've gotten so much info online. You know, it's like, well, I've seen all the reviews and all this and that, and then when we skip the pertinent things, we worry about the gear, we don't worry about where the gear's coming from. You know, In my defense, I thought everything was coming from the U.S. straight up, and I order stuff from overseas all the time. I order stuff from Germany, from Korea, from all parts of Asia, and I don't have an issue with that. But when you do that, you know that you're getting it from there, so you expect the tariffs and you expect the wait times and things like that. And that's something I think we kind of take for granted. So thanks for giving me a few minutes. Keep in tune to Gear Guitars with Mel. We got some good stuff coming up. Hope you guys liked that telly shootout that I did last video. That was really fun. I've gotten a lot of positive feedback on it, so I thank you guys for the viewership. It's climbing, and so are the hits and the views and the shares and the likes, and I appreciate that big time. So until next time, thank you for checking out Gear Guitars with Mel. I am Mel. Take it easy.